Cameron Joshua has been charged with 2 counts of carrying a weapon, and it has only tangential relationship to this shooting involving Takeoff. He's not being charged with the shooting. I think the DA's office knows the difference between carrying a weapon and a shooting case, and if they thought he was involved in the shooting, they would have charged him with it.
So is this where, like, I guess there's social media video, like what we've all seen, where he's in the video carrying a gun? Is that where you think all this stemmed from? Or?
That's my understanding. According to the affidavit that's been filed in the first carrying a weapon case, it's based on the shooting. Let me say, it's based on the circumstances surrounding the shooting, in that he's alleged to have had a gun there at the scene when the shooting happened.
And is that a witness saw him with a gun rather than him having used it?
Right, and that's my understanding as well, that it's based on a witness's observation that he had a firearm.
And then the witness apparently said they saw him re-racking the weapon.
That's the rumor. I haven't seen anything to support that.
And tell us what happened here legally, as far as you guys just reset the case because he was out on bond or probation on other cases?
Yes, so Mr. Joshua was on bond for an unrelated matter, possessing a fake ID, and the case was reset to determine conditions of bond, whether he'll be held at no bond because it's alleged to have committed an offense while on bond, or whether he'll be given a reasonable bond.
And what's his connection to Takeoff? Why was he at that event that evening?
Again, that's stuff we're all looking into, the relationship between all the parties. My understanding, it was some type of social event. I think some folks were playing dice. Beyond that, I have no knowledge.
Was he playing dice?
Again, we're looking into that to determine what his actions were that evening.
You've seen some of the reporting by some internet websites who basically sort of allege that he might have shot him or be involved in the murder. Can you dispel some of those rumors or some of the statements we've seen on the reliable worldwide web?
Sure. I haven't seen anything to suggest that Cameron Joshua had anything to do with the shooting, that he discharged a firearm that caused his death or was even involved in it. My understanding is there was some type of skirmish. From what I've seen from the internet, and I'm familiar with all the Instagram sleuths, they remind me of the blind guy who tries to figure out an elephant and grabs his trunk and thinks it's a snake. The bottom line is they're wrong. Cameron Joshua did not shoot Takeoff.
Have you talked to him? What's his demeanor?
You know, I've talked to him. He wants a bond. He wants to get out. He wants to clear his name.
Does Cameron Joshua know who shot Takeoff?
We will discuss that with the DA's office if we decide to. Right now, we're charged with offenses and we're not saying anything.
What do you mean if he decides to?
Well, everybody has the opportunity to discuss those matters if they choose to.
Does the gun he was carrying match anything at the scene? Have the police told you anything about ballistics?
I'm not familiar with anything associated with the ballistics. That hasn't been made available to me.
When's the next court date?
We have a bond hearing next week.
Nothing
further.
So they say I'm magnificent.
What's really good? Welcome back to ADDTV. You already know it's your boy.
They call me fresh.
You already know why I'm here. You already know why I'm here. The streets been talking and I've been lurking. Lego. Thank you so much for tuning in. But did you hear that? This entire case is it's like a wild card. There's so many things that play a part in this entire scenario with Takeoff's murder. There's even conspiracy theories about it now. It's just crazy. But as I mentioned, Cameron Joshua, also known as Lil Cam, which we all thought that was the brother who took out Takeoff. We thought he took out Takeoff, right? had a lot of things that insinuated that maybe it was him, you know. But yeah, we was wrong. We was wrong. So we have Cameron Joshua. Cameron Joshua, also known as Lil Cam, arrested on gun possession charges. Now, as Takeoff's murder case continues to unfold, a lawyer representing Lil Cam said his client did not shoot the Migos rapper despite of him being slapped with weapons charges. Interesting. Yeah. So that was yesterday's news. In today's news, check this out.
Yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff. Brown was arrested again yesterday evening in the 14700 block of Sterling Green Boulevard. It's located on the east side of Texas. Of Houston. Again, Cameron Joshua, 22 years old, was arrested on November the 22nd for felon in possession of a weapon.
Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years of age, has been arrested for the murder of Takeoff. Bam. Wild card. Who the hell is this guy? Apparently, he was there also at the bowling alley. They also have Homeboy on video as well. And yeah, this guy was caught with money, passports, luggage. They said it appeared as if he was preparing to flee the country to Mexico. Mexico. You don't find that suspicious? My Dr. Umar voice. But yeah, Patrick Clark, man charged with Takeoff's murder, requests $5,000 from judge to hire a private investigator. What the hell is going on? A private investigator for what? Is this? Please don't tell me he's trying to say that he's being framed. It's just like what? Or is he just silly? You know what I mean? Is he silly? Like, what is this about? Okay. So the $5,000 was an initial request, as he could possibly request more than needed. He says he's found a private investigator that will also work for a reduced rate. He says the private investigator could take on the case for $85 per hour.
First tonight and happening right now, the man accused of killing Migos rapper Takeoff is facing a judge. This is a live look at Patrick Clark in court at this moment, having his rights read to him as we speak. And investigators believe they caught him before he had a chance to flee to Mexico. 33-year-old Clark is charged with murder after police say he opened fire during an argument over a dice game at a party Takeoff was attending in downtown Houston.
Takeoff was hit even though police say he had nothing to do with that dice game or the argument. Matt Doherty live outside the Harris County Jail in downtown Houston with the latest. Matt?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you could tell from that live video, but he was chaperoned by about 10 officers. That's not normally how things go over here. We're told that he was separated from all of the other inmates and made his appearance very last.
Patrick Clark stood before a judge for the first time as he was read the charges against him. Last night, Houston police say they arrested Clark here in East Harris County.
Within a couple hours, I would say half the parking lot here was full of the police officers' cars.
Stefan Godillo was here at Papa John's making pizzas when suddenly dozens of officers flooded the parking lot.
But we saw the officers going inside and putting on bulletproof vests and armor and all kinds of vests. Pretty much looked like they were getting ready for some kind of raid.
Houston police say Clark was taken into custody without incident. At a news conference today, police wouldn't give many details about the case or what led them to suspect Clark was the rapper's killer. HPD Chief Troy Finner said Takeoff was not the intended target outside of the downtown bowling alley that night.
Definitely wrong place at the wrong time.
The event was a private party. There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed.
Videos from the aftermath show witnesses fleeing the scene. Police say not one person stuck around to give police a statement about what they saw. The chief once again requested those who saw it happen come forward.
We know who was on the scene, and we will be contacting and reaching out and finding those individuals. This is a murder.
Again, Patrick Clark is making his first court appearance right now. We'll let you know what happens on KHOU.com. Earlier we mentioned that investigators were concerned that he might flee to Mexico. Well, according to the court documents, Clark recently applied for an expedited passport. When he was arrested, prosecutors found him with a Mexico itinerary and a bunch of cash.
What is he trying to find out? Like, what is going on? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Questions, comments, requests down below. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I know there's probably someone out there who has more information on this case, about this case. Send it to your boy, because this is getting out of control. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed. I wish everyone the very best. And you already know, it's your boy.
You see, every time I mix down a track, it's remarkable. Haters stay up on my ass, something like a stalker do. As far as your